What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Live Wealthy Stocks, back with another video today, taking a look at Moderna stock, ticker symbol MRNA, and BioNTech stock, ticker symbol BNTX, as both of these companies and Pfizer are the ones producing vaccines that were approved by the FDA, yet we see the stock price declining. So we'll take a quick look at why that is the case, some key support and resistance levels, as well as what that could mean for the stock moving forward. So if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment what your thoughts on these companies are, or if you are currently invested in these companies, and I'd love to chat with you guys about it. So we will get right into it. So like I said, right, BioNTech, which Pfizer and BioNTech combined to make that vaccine, and Pfizer as well. I guess let's take a look at that. Pfizer wasn't too impacted by it. It's only down about 1.7%, but BNTX was down 5.5%. And if we take a look at Moderna was down 9%, another 1.5% after hours. So it was down $12.50, another $2 down after hours. So what is going on? Well, two things. First and foremost, with Moderna's stock price, a lot of people were expecting it to rise as it got the FDA approval, thinking that was the catalyst. But what a lot of people, I guess, failed to see in this case was that, and this is my point of view, again, I could totally be wrong here, but to me, the catalyst wasn't necessarily the FDA approving it, because let's be real, we knew going in that they were probably going to approve it. It was more the process along the way, right? The stage 1 trial, the stage 2 trial, the stage 3 trial, showing that it was 95% effective, right? That shows the great product that they were trying to sell, which is what kind of after that we saw that run happen in Moderna stock. Now, if I hit the year-to-date chart, it still had a great run. Let me get rid of these indicators. Just a couple months ago, I mean, early November, we're talking about a stock that was $67, right? To go from 67 to high 170s is a great, working of the money. Like, the money's growing if you have the stock. So that being said, the fact that it's down 125 sucks, I know, because I have also got some shares in the 140s, actually, high 140s, that I'm planning on holding for now. But with that being said, if you got in here, you're still pretty decent off. So the reason we're seeing a sell-off is because the event already happened. So it was buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So the news came out, FDA approval, sell-off happened, people taking their profits. But that was I think that was the fall we saw kind of here. We saw it for like 5-6 days here. It looked like it was starting to consolidate, right? For a couple of days there, it was trading between 135, 145, and then all of a sudden we saw another huge drop today. That drop, let's take a look at this article, is the worst day for these vaccine stocks in a month. And the reason for that is, let's see what this article says, right? So Moderna slumped 11%, BioNTech 10%, Pfizer's 1.7%, knocking $10 billion of market cap out. The reason is because I'm sure you guys know of this, but there were news that there is another strain of the coronavirus in the UK. And a lot of people now think that this could already be in the US, Germany, France, and Switzerland. And although we don't know whether or not these vaccines will work, which is good and bad, right? It's bad because we don't know, obviously, but it's good because they could work, they could totally be fine, and now we're panicking for nothing. But that's sort of the whole thing, is the market doesn't like uncertainty, right? They want to know what is going to happen so they can price that in. You can't price in uncertainty. So that I think that's the main reason why we see this fall. It says, so I think it said somewhere in here that it would take them 2 weeks to get, an update on, let's see if I could find it. So yeah, they think that it will be effective in inoculating against a new virus strain discovered in Britain. Tests against the new variant should take about 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we should know whether this vaccine that people are currently being vaccinated with in the United States with Pfizer and Moderna's vaccine, whether those are successful. If they are successful, great. these stocks should move forward. And I think, 2021 being the year where a majority of the people will get vaccinated, we're talking hundreds of millions of doses, if not 1 billion doses for each of these companies, right? So a lot of that might be priced into the price, but I think as we get more orders and as countries maybe put in more orders for their people, for their population, we could see these stocks, play off of that. I do think Moderna is a good long-term stock. For me personally, I can't tell you what to do with your money. For me personally, I do own shares. I might add some on this dip once I can see a sign of a reversal. But just wanted to make this video to quickly share with you guys why the drop happened, and hopefully in 2 weeks we see a little bit of a reversal because, well, the tests have come in, and hopefully it's all good news that the new strain is protected. Either way, if it's not protective, it's a severe setback for society, but extend durability of vaccine manufacturer sales. So what this is trying to say, from what I understand, is if they aren't able to protect against this new strain, more research, more development, more vaccines down the line, good for sales. But I really hope that's not the case. I want COVID to be over, and I want life to start to get back to normal. So let's take a look at the stock now and kind of take a look at where it stands. So I'm not going to do a complete look at this because I did one on Moderna just a couple days ago, but I do want to provide a quick update on this. So the last time I made a video, we were talking about this 21 EMA, which it was kind of hovering around. And I was talking about how I would like to see that level hold. So on Monday, right, the day after I made my video, it did hold, right? We were looking at being above the 21 EMA. The 21 EMA at that point was at 136. Our high of day was 147. Our low of day was 137. So 137 to 147, higher than 136, we were looking good. This level of 145 kind of acted as a resistance, right? 145 to 147, we've got a resistance. But what happened with today's fall is now we are approaching this line over here, which is the 34 EMA, and that is at 124.41. Now I do realize that after hours we are kind of below that level, but I think that that line should hold up as good support. Hopefully, right? We will see how, in the market hours of tomorrow, how that holds up. If it is able to capture the 34 EMA at 124.40s, right? Again, this could change slightly tomorrow. But 124.40s, and then establish that as sort of a base and hopefully move up from here as we get some good news. That's what I'm looking at from the stock. If not, the 55 EMAs all the way down at 111. Let's hope we don't see those levels. But again, if we keep seeing this media coverage of this new strain, that's not good for the company, and we could see more of a sell-off. So I'm hoping for a reversal, excuse me, at the 34 EMA around 124. If not, 55 EMA is coming in at 111. Let's take a look at BNTX. BNTX I've not made a video on, but kind of a similar story where it looked like after that drop, right, that sell-off that I talked about, that was kind of happening of selling the news. We saw a huge red candle, took them from 126 to 108. It looked like it was starting to consolidate a little bit here for the past 3 days, but again, we saw a pretty decent drop, $5.90 drop, $6. So it is now trading right at 156. As we see here, the 55 EMA is at 167. So remember how Moderna was right below that 34 EMA? Well, for a BNTX, it's right above the 55 EMA. And I would like to see it hold that as support and hopefully go up towards some of these other EMAs that are in the 108, 109s and 106. So that's what I'm watching for BNTX. I'm currently not in any positions on BNTX, but I'd cover it regardless because it is kind of a similar story. And I think if not, then the 89 EMA comes in at 92. If we keep falling, that 92 level is what I'm watching. I think 100 should be a mental resistance, as well as the 55 EMA, since we did close right at that. Shows me that it's respecting it a little bit, although we did dip all the way down to 95. The fact that we closed above the 55 EMA is great news. If you take a look here, if we go back to the chart, the last time we dipped at the 89 EMA was all the way on 925. Since then, we've always been bouncing at a level below or above the 89 EMA, right? So hopefully Hopefully we don't see a retest of 89 EMA, but only time will tell if we can recapture that 55 EMA at 167 and kind of again establish that as a base to hopefully move up as we get some positive news, or if we fall down to the 89 EMA at 92.63. So let me know what you guys think of these stocks. I know a lot of you guys in my previous video said you were in the 140s, 150s, and we're hoping for a ride back up. And I know that this isn't what we wanted, myself included. We've got some positions in Moderna, including stocks and a vertical put spreads, both of which are not doing too well. But I'm hopeful and I'm holding on to them for now until I see like a clear breaking of technicals. But I do think, hopefully, fingers crossed, we see good news, not just for our stocks, but for, you know, society and vaccinations to kind of cure COVID. Not cure COVID, but hopefully stop it a little bit. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys. Happy holidays. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day. And until next time.